In this video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're getting started right now. My name is Patty Renaud with Patty Sells CLE and eXp Realty, and I make videos about all things Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. If you don't want to miss out on any of my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. I get calls every day from people looking to move to or invest in Cleveland. Our affordable home prices and low cost of living make Cleveland a great place to call home. I absolutely love helping people find their next home. So if this is you, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'm here to help. All right, let's get going. I've lived in Cleveland my entire life, and while I can think of a lot of pros about living in Cleveland, I can obviously think of a few cons, but to be honest, my pros really outweigh the cons. So let's just get right into it. The biggest con I feel is that it's the weather. And I'm sure everyone agrees. You know, today's May 7th, and it started out sunny and 60, but it's getting cloudy right now. I'm looking out the window right now. And tomorrow we're going to see maybe 40 degrees and maybe some snow. And it's Mother's Day weekend. And I can remember several Mother's Days where it has snowed. Last year it rained through June, and we did not have summer weather until July. But also it was October and we were still having really nice weather. So it stayed summer from July, August, September, October. Beautiful weather. So yeah, we get 4 months of really nice weather. It's Ohio. Biggest con, I'm not gonna lie. Another con, which I don't think is a con anymore, but when I was a kid, we were called the Mistake on the Lake. And I remember watching television, Johnny Carson would make fun, or somebody else, some other TV show would make fun of Cleveland. Like, who would want to go to Cleveland? New York may be the apple, but Cleveland's a plum. Oh, embarrassing. Terrible, terrible. The river caught on fire. Embarrassing. But anymore, when you hear about Cleveland, you're hearing about the growth. I mean, there were decades when you didn't see any construction going on in Cleveland, but now that's all you see, which makes traffic bad, but you gotta feel so happy that, hey, Cleveland is growing. So that is a pro, is that Cleveland's reputation has really turned around and it's really making strides and it's growing. Sports. We don't really have the best sports teams. We were so lucky we had LeBron and we won a championship, which was awesome. Because before that, the Indians, we've come close. The Browns, don't even get me started. Every year, all the guys get so excited. Hey, we got this quarterback. We got this new coach. And I'm like, they're still the Browns. Whatever. But we have diehard fans. And going down and tailgating is always fun, whether we win or we lose. So pro or con? You decide. You decide. Pros. My biggest pro is that Cleveland sits on Lake Erie. I love the lake. I have a place, and I've showed videos. I love going up to the Marblehead area, going to the islands, taking a boat ride, just watching the waves. Being on the lake is a huge pro about Cleveland. Even downtown Cleveland, the shoreline, it's beautiful. That's my biggest pro of Cleveland, is being right on the water. I can't imagine living anywhere that's not on a large body of water. Next is the cost of living. So if average is 100, we're rated as a 77. So we're well below the national average cost of living. So I just paid $1.79 for a gallon of gas, which is actually on the high side. I paid 99 cents a gallon like a month ago, which is crazy, but that's a weird thing. In the housing market, so our housing, I'm looking at my notes, we are 65% less than Chicago, our housing market. So you can get a house for 65% less than Chicago and 250% less than New York City and DC, which obviously we all know how expensive that is. But to buy a house, my cousins lived in Denver, and anytime they'd come and visit, and they're like, how much for this house? And I would tell them, and they're like, oh my gosh, do you know what you could get for that kind of money? Like a little teeny weeny little thing. So it is very affordable. Another pro is that we are a culinary destination. Michael Simon, everybody's heard of him. Our restaurants are constantly on the Food Network. The West Side Market has been around for almost 100 years, if not more, and it's truly a destination market. You get all kinds of meats, produce, specialty items, and within a 2 block range, you can go to a myriad of restaurants that are top notch. So obviously, the culinary is another pro. Recreational activities, Playhouse Square in downtown. It is the largest performing arts center outside of New York City in the Midwest until you get to LA. We have one of the largest. I'll put a picture up of the chandelier. It's beautiful. The museums on the east side of Cleveland. We have a award-winning art museum, natural history museum, children's museum, you name it. We have the museums. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right downtown. So that's another great museum. The Great Lakes Science Museum, our aquarium. We have all of the cultural things you would want in any large city, being that Cleveland's a pretty small city. And our metro parks. I've done a whole video on our metro parks. It covers the entire county, and it's amazing. Within a minute from almost anywhere you are in Cuyahoga County, you can take your bike, take your car, go down a little hill, and you are in this immense park. You have the Rocky River going through it on the west side, bike trails, golf courses. Watch that video. You'll love it. And lastly, I think another great pro is our healthcare system. Almost everybody's heard of the Cleveland Clinic, which is kind of a con to me because I'm not happy with the Cleveland Clinic, and maybe that's a whole nother video, but they've taken over everything. University hospitals also, incredible healthcare. Rainbow Babies and Children, highest ranking children's hospital in the US. So our healthcare is top notch. So if you live in Cleveland and you get sick, you're probably in a pretty good place because there's plenty of people to take care of you. I love living in Cleveland. It's a small town. My kids get annoyed because pretty much anywhere we go, I'll run into somebody I know, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I've lived here my entire life. What do you want from me? I, went to school here. I went to college here. I didn't go to college out of state. So I know a lot of people. It's a small town. So those are my pros and cons. Obviously, I love Cleveland. I've never left and never wanted to leave, other than I really would like a winter place down in Florida. But other than that, I just want to stay in Cleveland. I love it. And if you like this video, check out my other videos that will be popping up soon. And thanks for watching.